like as a youth, I went through all the juvie system, rehab, everything, and like still, I never thought I'd go to jail though. Like I just, you know, as a kid, you feel invincible and immune to everything. And even though like it was obvious I was going to jail in retrospect, and like every single adult in my life was like, "You're going to jail, Todd." I was like, "Nah, I'm not going to jail. Like I'll stop doing crimes when I fucking turn 17." And then, so sure enough, I ended up in jail. 17 years old, went to adult prison, and even though I've been through all the other institutions, it was still scary. Like obviously, like I was a kid, and I went up to the prison, got processed and shit, and the first thing, well, it was the middle of the day, and we got put out in the yard, and so I was there, and I had a pack of cigarettes. I can't remember what I would have smoked then, probably B&H, and obviously cigarettes are a fucking precious commodity in prison, and I was just sitting there smoking my darts, like chilling on the bench, and this huge fucking Samoan guy whose name's Steve Apollo, he walked over to me and just stood in front of me, like, and I was tiny, man, like at that age especially, and this dude's just standing in front of me, and he just stood there for ages staring at me, and I was just like smoking my cigarette. Then he's like, finally spoke, he's like, "Give me a cigarette," and I'm like, "Oh, you can go after me." And he's like just stood there, and he's like, "Give me a cigarette," and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I pulled one out the pack, gave it to him, and he lit it, and he just stood there still in front of me just smoking it until it was like halfway down, and I was like, what the fuck is this guy gonna do to me? Like I was scared shitless. And then once his cigarette was halfway down, he like took it and put it in his mouth and chewed it up and spat it out. It sounds like it's from a fucking movie. It was bizarre. Spat it out, and he was like, "There's your half." And I was just like, okay. And then like he went on to talk some more crazy shit. Like he was asking me if I thought he was black and shit, and showing me he had SS tattoos and stuff, like skinhead tattoos, when he was like you know, a brown Samoan dude. But yeah, later on anyway, he took me down the wing and was like, "Yeah, if you need anything, come see me." So I guess he was just kind of stamping his authority on the new kid in the prison. But yeah, it was a fucking mental experience. It was crazy.